bro. I need to open my body cam too.
That'd be great.
Open my body. Open my body cam, pop. All right, cool.
Yeah, let's get everyone else lined up against the wall, and then we'll get started. Yeah, just there you go.
Come on, man.
I was about to say Bravo can go first and to show example.
You said Bravo?
I was just say Bravo can go first to show example for me to.
Right. All right, so there we go. I got my phone going. All right, so let's get started. This is called commands receiving. So basically, this is a training for us to follow a lead voice whenever we're out on. What's going on?
Wait, let me escort someone.
Why?
Yeah, just stay on the wall, guys. Stay there.
Hey, thank you.
Come in, she's my friend.
Hey, Papa Zo, Dro, get back in there, please.
I'm escort someone. Give me 1 second. All right.
Papa Zo, what's going on?
She is here, miss. Maybe she was log off inside the PD.
Yeah, but we're in a training right now. There's a lot of other PD members that can deal with that. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's get back in here. I'll deal with them later. Yeah, just guys, if we're in a training, there is a whole other department over there. They can deal with situations. We don't need to be the ones running over unless they call for us. You know, we're going to try to take these trainings a little more seriously so that we can be time efficient and we're not wasting everybody's time here. All right, so let's go with the training. Everyone against the wall. This is going to be called command receiving. Basically, we want to make sure that you're understanding how to listen to lead voice of the operation. So whether it's your team lead when we break off, or it's whoever's kind of commanding the wanted mission or the raids that we conduct. This is really important, especially when we have the rest of the PD with us, and we're going to run this training with the rest of the PD. It's going to be drilled a couple times. So step one is stacking up. Basically, I'm just going to explain it to you. You don't have to do anything right now. You're going to stack up into find a lane, pick a lane, and line up. After that, step two is throwing up your macros. We're all going to throw up our macros at the same time. Step three is aiming. We all aim down sight. All you're going to do is aim down the lane. Step four is firing. I'm gonna command you guys to fire, and then when I tell you to cease fire, I'll call out hold fire. That's step 5. I want everybody to stop. I shouldn't have to repeat it more than 2 times. 3 times maximum, especially when we're in a real mission situation. It might get loud, but once you hear the lead voice tell you to hold fire, you got to stop shooting regardless. If you're getting shot by gang members, get into cover. You should be in a place where you can get into cover. And then step 6 will be stacking up. Basically just lining up straight, gun down. All right, so let's get started. We'll start the training off. So stack up. Everyone pick a lane. And fill the gaps. Stay together. So Papa Zo, move one over. Wolfie, move to the right.
No, my bad.
There you go. That's good. It's all good. And then Don's there.
Put your markers up, everyone.
All right, wait. I'll call the steps up. All right, this is all about listening into command. All right, don't aim down sight, guys. I didn't tell you to aim down sight. So step 1 is stack up. Step 2 is macros. Before you even aim your weapon. So Don's, Bruce, stop aiming. Don, stop aiming your weapon, please. Perfect. So, step 2, macros. Let's make sure everyone's got their macros up. Step 3, aim down sight. And then don't fire until I call it, okay? Just aim down sight. Fire.
Hold fire. Hold fire.
There you go. And then stop. Put your weapons down. Stop aiming down sight. All right, that's perfect. That's good. Let's do that again. All right. So step 1, you're stacked up. Step 2, macros. Step 3, aim down. Fire.
Hold fire. Hold fire.
Oh, oh,
That one is
good
good.
job, bro.
That one is
Hey,
good.
you know what?
Good.
That's remember a movie. I look
That
at
was
the movie.
real good.
Yo, Kelvin,
Yes, sir.
you doing a good job, bro.
Appreciate it. No, it's all you guys. You guys are doing all the work, honestly.
No,
So
you have a very good idea, man.
this is all Nino. This is all Nino.
Yeah.
So basically, guys, like the main thing is if you're also a team lead. So let's say we're out in a mission and now Papa Zo, you know your team is broken off. You have to make sure you're speaking very clearly. Use the correct terms. So and don't just say stop shooting, stop shooting. You have to say hold fire. We have to all make sure we're using the same words, because then it'll make it really easy to understand.
All right, all right.
And that's also like anybody, like TJ, if you jump out and you get into a situation, you have to lead a team of like 2-3 people. We have to make sure we're listening to our team leads. Sometimes when we're in mission critical situations, everyone might be the same rank. You just pick a team lead, pick the best leader within, each of you know who would be the best leader in your group, and then just listen to them for the mission. That's the whole idea. So let's do this one more time, all right?
Yep.
It's looking
Last
good,
one
guys.
4 more times.
All right, let's do it 4 more times. Let's go. So, step 1, stack up. Great. Get straight, Wolfie. Perfect. Step 2, macro. Aim. Fire.
Hold fire. Hold fire.
All right, stack up. Macro. Aim. Fire. Stack up.
Don't anticipate it.
Yeah, don't. I'm gonna throw you guys off, so don't anticipate it. All right, so stack up. Macro. Aim. Fire.
Hold fire. Hold fire.
That was good. That was real good. All right, we'll do it one more time, guys, and we're gonna go tight with this one. All right. Stack up. Macro. Aim. Fire.
Hold fire. Hold fire.
That's great. So that's perfect.
Exactly.
Now, you guys can all turn around. Now, any notes, anything you guys feel that you can see an improvement in this, in this training?
I have some idea.
Yeah, always remember that you have another
Sorry.
another shooting button on your left and your right side. So try to use both of them. Use one on my phone. At least I use one hand to toggle around, and then my other hand to kind of use to shoot. So I mean, just always try to use both sides of them ammos.
Yep, perfect. That's a very good point. Donwood, and then Papa.
Yeah, I feel like we could use this exact strategy, just like what happened yesterday at the theater. We could use this to approach the
Yo,
situation.
I think we just couldn't shoot because it was a green zone,
they
and that's the reason why we just
Mm,
couldn't use our
We
guns.
could do it like instead of shooting, we could do taser instead.
Yeah, we can. What I want to do eventually is, now that I know, we have very good listening skills. That was really, impressive for the first training. I want to integrate where we do stack ups of group of 2 or 3. So we'll have 2 people with tasers, 2 people with AKs, kind of do a full real life training. And that way we can say group 1, taser, and then they deploy their tasers. We can kind of have a full on training with a bunch of different groups and breakdown between the team.
That's a wonderful idea, especially for flanking kind of scenarios.
Absolutely. Papa, you had something?
Yeah, because I need to add something. You just see that as the chilling right now. Make sure you did that. Make sure you know your breaker. That's a cover. Just you don't have the same position. You only take position for the breaker. Now so you can do that very good. Every chilling you did, that's you just go to the mission. The same shooting you did, you need to do it in the mission too. Now I'm saying, and before you do it, one shooting somebody drive the breaker, you need to take like that. I knew you did that every mission you go on the and game house, and you did that. It can be perfect. It can be good too for you.
Yep, exactly. You got to take what we do in training and try to apply it in the real world. The one thing with SWAT training is we want to make sure we're training for the real world, like, the real game with the gangs and how we kind of deal with them. So this is exactly, Papa's exactly right. We got to make sure we're using this. Part of this too is now we're going to have the rest of the PD joining us for these trainings. And I really want the SWAT members to shine, because we have to show the rest of the PD how we train and train them up so that when they join us on our missions and our wanteds and our raids, we move in as a real elite force. Yes, sir.
All right, you already know what you can do in the chilling. The last people is just coming because you need choose you need hope that with the new people is coming for the trading, just everything you did, that's why you did again for the people is coming new. Just make sure know guys, you can just chilling him very good. You can know everything about that.
Yep, exactly. Bruce,
Yeah,
I
so
want to call Hell Diamond. I gotta handle my daughter real quick.
you're good, brother. You're good.
yeah, so I know that we was just doing like a command fire basically, like we was going off commands. But like instant was it's different. Like when it in here, like you can shoot and there ain't nobody shooting back. But whenever you're out there and there's somebody shooting back, gets your nerves get shot a little bit. So you get a little bit hesitant. Always don't try to unload a clip. As soon as you see somebody, control your shots. So I try to like I was telling Diamond for military, we do die MF die. So you're basically controlling your shots. You're shooting about 4 to 5 to 6, 7, 8 rounds, whatever, and then stopping yourself, reposition where you're aiming at, and then shooting again. You're doing it fast though, so just always try to control your shots whenever you're out there. Just don't try to unload a clip on somebody. Yeah, try to save your ammo.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, like, part of this where I could see real world application, or like, in game application, would be if we're getting up to a situation, they haven't fired at us yet. We can all kind of get information, stack up behind a Bearcat. We make sure our macros are up. We aim our guns down, but we aren't firing yet. We have to. It's part of it is just being careful with how we kind of follow command, because just because we tell the officers to aim up doesn't mean that you should be firing right away. But and then, like you said, like, then we'd integrate everything else on top of that with the burst shooting, that's part of what we were doing with the shooting training. It goes exactly with what we're doing here today.
Yeah, too easy.
Yeah.
Perfect. Nino, any notes?
All right, Karen, I need to answer one question.
Yes, sir.
If some people in that first command and the Charlie team, Bravo team, in I can they chilling.
Yeah, you can conduct training as well. We're actually going to be putting up schedules where we'll have the team leaders for each team working on specific trainings that they want to, teach. So absolutely, we have to work it in though. You'll have to talk to me about what kind of training you want to do. I would like to run one with you, and then once I see what it's about, then 100%, I think we can talk about that for sure.
I have a concern.
Uh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so how are we planning to
Hello?
deal with when the gang member get their armored vehicle in the future update?
Well, so part of it is we have to wait until they actually announce it officially. Copy that. There, you do.
I'm also worried about that because once they get that, it's game over for I don't know.
No, it won't be game over because we already have bulletproof vehicles, right? Especially in SWAT, we have the Bearcats. That's what we're training up for right now. Basically, all the training application with using the Bearcats as cover, can apply to when gang members get armored vehicles as well. Because even if that happens, let's say tomorrow, our training wouldn't really change that much. We would just have to tweak how close we would get to them. We'd have to figure out, can we tase them out of those vehicles? Can we not? What's against the rules? What's part of the rules? So as we get closer to that update, then we'll definitely have better training suited for that. But for right now, we got to keep up with the Bearcat training, with the shooting training, because the shooting and the driving in the game is not going to change.
Yeah, so there's
Exactly.
also another thing that I noticed that like as SWAT members, like we should actually patrol the city, in like personal cars or something. One day, just kind of like everybody stick together, just take like two or three personal cars, shove everybody in, and patrol the city. There was a Bearcat during the theater incident that didn't know how to get on the top of they didn't know they had to pull a car up. So I mean, like I showed that person how to get up top of the theater, but like it definitely helps, like if we're out there, just patrolling our personal cars, like we're
Well,
undercover basically, better off not be seen than heard, and picking up positions like that and learning about them.
so about that, unfortunately, right now, as far as one state rules, like this is the game rules, we are not supposed to be in our personal vehicles. It's also a PD rule. That's bigger than, if we can maybe get permission for trainings, we can get permission for specific events that are happening, possibly. But what you're talking about is more of the detective team. Like that's what they would be doing, and they have vehicles that they can spawn that are kind of unmarked vehicles.
Yeah, yeah. So we would just basically have to like write up a report saying that it wouldn't be, we wouldn't be out trying to arrest people. We wouldn't, if there was any incidents, like we would, have to come back here, not even, shooting,
Yeah,
um,
no,
like
I got you.
we.
The only problem is, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I understand totally where you're coming from. It's more that what you're kind of talking about is what the detective units are supposed to be doing. So we have to make sure that we're not, just doubling down on work unless the detective units kind of get, absorbed into SWAT someday or something crazy happens. But right now, we have to work with them. We actually have, one of the members kind of in our team with the detective. They're a little inactive, but we're working it out. They're working it out. But I totally understand. Like, we can kind of work with them to use their vehicles, and because they're allowed to do that, and in
Oh yeah, yeah.
coordination.
So like, in my opinion, like the detectives, they would have to, they're for staking out gang houses, and like doing all that basically. But I mean, if we're just trying to find advantage points, for SWAT to pick up positions while we're in green zones or whatever, then I mean, like that would be a totally different thing.
Yeah, I got you. Let me run it by some of the higher ups and see what we're allowed to do and, what I can kind of put a report for. Because it's not as simple as just putting up a report. It is, I'm pretty sure it's a one state rule that we're not allowed to use our personal vehicles for SWAT, for any missions. But I'll double check on that, for sure. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, like I said, it wouldn't be a mission.
Okay, got you. Perfect. There we go. Got you. Okay. Okay, well, there you go. Got you. Okay, yeah, so perfect. If we're doing scouts and everything, then we can use the personal vehicle. We can send 1 or 2 units out. But yeah, as long as we don't arrest. Okay, that makes sense. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
basically
Bruce, yeah,
we've
we'll
all
definitely work
utensils.
something in. If you want to do a quick write up about it, or if you already have something written up and want to send it through in the SWAT forum, there's the idea section, just so we have it in a written form there. Then I can reference back and we can come up with some great ideas for training with that.
It's gonna be like we use a personal vehicle for a mission, right?
Yeah, it'd be a very specific mission. It would be like, more so to go scout in where gang members are, kind of see the locations. Um, we'll work out the idea of better where we can kind of use it, but as long as we're not using it to do police work, that's the most important thing.
Exactly. So if we wanna do that, we can like make sure we give this team a name. You know what I'm saying? That because we can go with a with PD car too, and some people can use personal car to like to do that, because if you come in with a personal car, no one gonna know who are you, know what I'm saying? And that's why it's gonna be good and perfect.
Yeah, I think that's what Bruce is getting at. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, what were you saying, Papa? You had your hand up.
Yeah, just I have one question. Just sometimes we're not doing nothing and PDG can just communication with every SWAT. You just take some breaker, you just go to the event, have some event. You can just practice with that too. Just before you go, you just communication with PDG. Just you can just start go to the event. You know what I'm saying? You try
Oh
for a
yeah,
win.
you can use your personal vehicle for that. That's all PD stuff. That's totally fine.
No, just you can just ditch chilling with that too. It just before you did one when birthday, some people need coming to the gang house. They can just did that before you go to the gang house. You just did that in the event. Have some more gang number in that. You can just practice with that. You're not doing that in PDG anymore. You just go to the event, try for that. That's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to make sure that we keep it under control and that, I don't want to start getting reports that we have SWAT members like saying they're going for missions and then, they start to take their vehicle and they're driving all crazy. We just got to make sure it's tight.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like everybody, like I said, like I would have a Tahoe. Well, I have a Tahoe. Like you have two or three of them. So like we would, the hires of that event, that are taking place of that would have to, just call everybody.
Yeah, copy. And yeah, and exactly, Bruce. And what Dino said, if you're in SWAT, make sure you're asking for permission. Don't just put in Frig chat event and run over. I've done that before. But what we're doing in SWAT now is make sure you ask for permission.
Exactly.
Yeah, if
Oh,
any
permission
Bearcats
go
are
to the
being
event.
spawned,
So
any
I
Yeah.
Bearcats
don't
are
think
being
as
spawned, it needs to go through Owen.
everyone here like we are SWAT. We have to do all the thing like professional. Like we're not gonna take our car go to event not not let anyone know that. So we have to act professionally. Every single thing we're doing, we have to act professionally. That's
Exactly. When people see us on the street, when you're at an event, any public event, anything that's happening, you're at HP. Act with, it's the word is called decorum, but like basically just act like decent. You have to, if we're all in a line up beside each other, be straight, don't be emojiing, just
exactly.
when there's leadership around, especially when there is leadership around, we have to show them that we can keep our SWAT team disciplined. The important thing is that we're all kind of working on this together. Because if everybody, like, especially after that shooting, what we just did, how in sync we all were, imagine we all look like, just straight, cut, perfect. They're going to notice that. The upper brass is going to notice that, especially against the other, departments.
Yeah. Yes.
We're all a team. It's not a competition, but in my opinion, it's always a competition, not between us,
Yes.
but
Always.
as in
Always.
our department is not. We're all a team, but we have to make sure we're shining. The SWAT team is always shining.
Yeah,
Yes.
because
Yes. Officer Nino. Yes. They already is.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. We have to act professionally. Every single thing we're doing, we have to do it professionally, differently, with discipline too.
exactly. I think we're already making a lot of people impressed with what we've been doing. We just got to keep it up, get more new members in, train. My big thing is, guys, if you guys notice some unbadged and badged officers that are, showing interest, that are good shooters, that can listen, take down their names, start talking to them about joining SWAT. I don't mind doing interviews. I'll do a million interviews for Green Team because I don't mind having Green Team members who can't come out on too many missions, but they'll learn with us. We can figure out who are the good members. We want to have the top members in SWAT for sure.
Question.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
sorry, I think John would had a question first, right? Yeah.
Sorry, sorry. Yeah,
But
the list day, I think I saw it on Discord, and I think I've been told I was passionate. I saw my name and it's still in green tea for some reason.
yeah, all good. It'll get fixed.
yeah, Pop, I have one
I did
question
a
for you.
arrest like yesterday, and I participated in the training too. So I saw my name in green team. So I don't know, but
No,
it's
you're
not a
good.
problem.
You're good, bro. You're good.
Yeah,
I thank you.
yeah, Pop.
All right,
I
thank you, sir.
have- Pop, I have one question for you. You said the team lead can just choose people for the team. All right. Then for the night before I'm go sleeping, I'm gonna take my team for Charlie team, and I think tomorrow I'm going to just try for communication with my team eventually. Just what I'm saying. Tomorrow, guys, wait for me. After the I rank, make sure you stay online. I'm did one chili. That's gonna be fun, very easy. EMS you can say right here. If you're there, you can just pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
Not a problem at all. Absolutely.
Yeah, if you somebody you have some, if you somebody you have some idea, you can just tell me that, or just tell Boost leader or Kelvin, so pop that, because I have so many people have very good idea. Can just come for SWAT, so I can just come me very better. You know what I'm saying? You know SWAT is really better. Just you need more idea for that. Some people can have very good idea for the chilling. You know what I mean? Because every day, that's Papi told me, every day you try to chilling. Every single day you're chilling. You know what I mean? Because if we are chilling every day, SWAT can be smart. It can be did better. You know what I mean? It's really did better. Just you need more and more.